Good morning, everybody. TD and BT asked what you wanted to see, and you requested one Frankie Flowers to talk about all things edible, fruits and veggies.
So I wanted to take it a little different because we talked about edible gardens. Of course, you need a lot of sun. You usually 6 hours if you're growing fruit and veggies. But I wanted to show you some of the different things that you can grow in your garden. Probably a lot of Europeans across the city of Toronto would know that you can easily grow figs outdoors in your garden.
Good.
There are so many different varieties. Many of those varieties need to be overwintered. Some of them can be put into a cold cellar, brought into a garage. Sometimes they'll even bury them. But figs during the summer season...
My grandfather used to have to bury it. That was the tough thing. When it gets really big, it's hard to do.
But you can hack them down. They're so resilient. But there's other things, too. If you're speaking European, this is a tabletop, really cool. This is a tabletop olive tree. Yeah, it doesn't need a pollinator. It's one that can go out during the summer months, and you can see right there, right up where my finger is.
The little green olives.
You see the olives? Yeah, producing olives already. These ones here are from Bradford
So how long
greenhouses.
until you can actually eat them off the tree?
This is more ornamental. You're going to maybe get a few olives off it, but it's just more of that for decor, I would say, in terms of the olive. But this is one that would have to overwinter, meaning overwinter indoors. It doesn't can't last outdoors during the winter months.
Too cold.
This is what's from brazelberries. This is a dwarf jelly bean blueberry that can grow in a container that can overwinter outdoors all season long. So it's got a really interesting foliage. Another one here, which is this one here, is the name again. I'm just going to make sure I get the name. I think it's called peach sorbet. And what's neat about the peach sorbet, another blueberry, doesn't need a pollinator, and you can see how it's got a little bit of a reddish to orange tinge on the foliage. So offering not only edibles, but garden interest at the same time. Really quite cool. As well, if you're looking for, that's got antioxidants. Blueberries, of course, we featured in power plants. Here's goji berry. Goji berry, you know how they were the hottest, latest craze. There's a picture right there of the goji berry itself.
Usually sell them dried, though. I guess they're too tart to eat as is, right?
Yeah, they're better off to dry. Yeah. It's hardy to zone 5, so we can overwinter this, needs staking in the garden. But if you're looking to go beyond the typicals, there are a lot of other things that you can put in. That's the whole idea. You know, lemons, you could do a lemon tree. There's another one, and I want you, this is the one, this is both Meyer lemons, but I want you to smell the fragrance right there. Smell that.
Oh my gosh, that's so nice.
Unbelievable fragrance.
You smell the citrus in the flower.
Yeah, and you can see the production already of the lemons that we have here on this plant. And, you know, so when you start to do this, you can have some fun. Of course, lemons, oranges, any of the clementines, you can grow them here, but they can't overwinter outdoors. So these are a little bit more challenging. The newbie gardener out there, would I suggest you to do this? No, but for that one that wants to kind of push the limits, you know, how about a variegated lemon with a variegated foliage? This one here also is really quite easy to grow, however, needs to be overwintered, needs to be brought in. All about sun, making sure, because there are in containers that you need to make sure that you're watering them quite well. Fertilization, of course, is key. And whenever you're growing any type of fruit, whether it be an apple, pear, anything like that, cherry, you always want to check to see if they require a pollinator. And what that means is that you need two plants so that you get the pollination of the flowers to set the fruit in.
Which two plants?
Well, it depends. In apples, of course, you can use different varieties, but sometimes you can get a 3 to 4 in one apple, meaning all the varieties are on one apple, so they'll self-pollinate. So if you see self-pollinator, it means you only need one. If it requires a pollinator, you need 2 plants.
Why don't they tell you that when you buy the trees? They're so expensive.
Just read the tag.
Oh, reading's hard. That's why we need you, Frankie.
Yeah, so I'm telling you that.
For a novice like myself, you say the olive?
The olive, you can grow an olive, definitely, and if by chance it doesn't survive for you, treat it like a bottle of wine. You enjoyed it for the summer, and away it goes.
For the summer, for an hour, a bottle of wine,
well, this will last longer than a bottle of wine and give you better memories and no hangovers.
Frank Ferragine for more information. Thanks, Frank. Over to you, Kev.